Whoa. Look, the Houston Texans are coming off a sensational year. CJ Stroud won Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson Jr. won Defensive Rookie of the Year, and Andre Johnson is the first Texan in the Hall of Fame. And as I took this all in and sat back and watched, I thought to myself, wow, what a time to be living in Florida. Let's talk Texans. The 2023 to 2024 NFL season is officially over, and while I know it's sad, this is the first Sunday without a football game or a football team breaking my heart. It just means we get to peek into the insanity that is the NFL offseason, more specifically the offseason that awaits the Houston Texans. Now, let's get into free agents. There are a few free agents that could find landing spots in Houston, but more importantly, there are a lot of free agents that could be leaving Houston. 28 to be exact. Now, as it stands, the Texans are currently 6th in cap space with $57.4 million in cap. That's a lot of bread, and they need to find a way to share that bread equally. The notable Texans free agents include tight end Dalton Schultz, who showed up all season and made some of the most amazing, most clutch catches I've ever seen, going for 5 touchdowns, and has already stated that he'd like to stay in Houston. I believe they're working on a deal. Fingers crossed. Kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn, who is automatic, never misses, minus that one time. But I feel like if we lose Ka'imi, I don't know what we're going to do, because as much as I love Dare Ogunbowale, I don't know if we can keep him as a kicker. I don't know if he'd be reliable as a kicker. But we've seen that he can do it. Maybe give it a shot. I don't know. And running back Devin Singletary, who's been one of our best hidden weapons this season, rushing for 898 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's established a pretty decent running game. If we keep him and let him develop further, I feel like he can become a pretty scary weapon for us. Now, I mention these specific Texans because this is who I'd like to see back. There is a pretty big pool of 28 Texans free agents to pick from. Your list could be different from mine. The notable free agents outside of the Texans organization include Titans running back Derrick Henry. I don't see this one happening, but my God, would it be funny. Giants running back Saquon Barkley, who rushed for 962 yards and 6 touchdowns. This one's a little more plausible. It all just depends on how much he's wanting and if he can stay healthy. I don't mind it, though. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I think it'd be pretty cool. Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones, who's projected to come to Houston on a 4-year, $116 million deal. I'm a little on the fence about this one. While we do need a little more defensive help, I'm not sure if that defensive help should cost $30 million a year for 4 years. And lastly, we get to Mike Evans. I've seen this story absolutely everywhere, and I know a good amount of people would love to see it. I mean, it'd be awesome. I mean, my stepdad would love to see it as well, because Giga Maggies. But there's just a few issues. Issue number 1, he's already pushing 30, and that number doesn't often bode well for NFL athletes, or just athletes in general. Now, let's say he's really good. He's on the good side of 30. Well, that's issue number 2. The hometown kid won't request hometown kid prices. Sorry, no friends or family discount here. Evans is expected to ask anywhere between $27 to $30 million a year. I truly don't think we should shake on that deal. Now, let's say that we do. Well, then that's issue number 3. It's simply not a personnel fit. Mike Evans is a tall Nico Collins who can jump. If we add him, where's Nico going to go? I mean, they can't do the same thing, be the same place at the same time. I don't see Evans working out, especially not for our scheme. Now we get into the draft. The Texans currently have 8 draft picks. They've got 1 first rounder, 1 second rounder, 1 third rounder, a couple of 4th rounders, a 5th round pick, and a couple of 7th round picks. There's a lot of different ways that we could go about this, but I really feel like we need help on all sides of the ball. We need a defensive tackle, a cornerback, an O-line, so that Stroud doesn't have to run for his life every game. I feel like whatever we don't answer in free agency should be answered in the draft. I'm just putting all of my faith in Nick Caserio. Please, Nick, we need this. Nick, we need you to do this right, man. We need you to do, because the entire faith of Houston is on your back and shoulders, man. It's not all on Stroud, and it's not all on the McNairs, dude. It's you need to make these picks right, dude. Okay, man? Alright, thanks, dude. Finally, to close out this video, I wanted to talk about some of the biggest news coming out of the Texans offseason so far. The Texans are doing away with Battle Red, Liberty White, and Deep Steel Blue. That's right, the Texans will be getting entirely new jerseys for the 2024 to 2025 season and beyond. Doug Vosick, hopefully I'm saying that right, stated during an interview that there will be new uniforms that will buck the current trend of one simple look and 3 colors on repeat. He stated that after the research he made sure that there was a jersey for everybody. There's one timeless and traditional. Then apparently there's one that takes it a step further, timeless and traditional but refreshed. He also went on to say that there's a jersey for people who say, hey, I'm into this whole bull thing, let's get crazy? It's already been hinted that these jerseys will include H-Town Blue as an accent color. Love you, Blue. Oh, excuse me. I, alongside many Houstonians, are excited for this because in my eyes, this is just us getting one step closer to taking back the history that currently sits inside of Tennessee's walls. I just hope to goodness, hope to God, hope to the football lords above me that they do these jerseys correctly. Because if they don't, they're all going to turn on everybody, and it's not going to be pretty, and it's not going to be good, and we're going to be a laughingstock again. So, Doug Vosick, I think your last name, please make sure that you're doing this correctly, because I don't like being bullied anymore for being a Houston Texans fan. I've only just now started getting respect, and I don't want to lose that, man. All right, dude. Just make sure that these jerseys are done correct, man. That's everything I have to say so far. Please be sure to share, comment, tell your friends about me, I guess. Or leave a comment saying I don't know ball. Whatever. Tomorrow is going to be a crazy day. I've got the Daytona 500 and the Xfinity Daytona 500 happening all in the same day. So that's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hey. The Texans are coming off of a sensational year of perfect. 50 ah. Uh-huh.